Travis Kelce, fresh off his third Super Bowl triumph, finds himself at the center of a media whirlwind that only intensified after he announced his engagement to global music superstar Taylor Swift, and now, as he sits before a packed press conference. In São Paulo, ahead of the Chiefs' anticipated clash with the Los Angeles Chargers, the atmosphere buzzes with curiosity, anticipation, and a hint of playful mischief. When the inevitable question comes, how has life changed since the engagement? Travis flashes that signature grin, shrugs with a lightness that belies the weight of the moment, and cracks, "I got one more ring for it." And the room erupts. In laughter, even Patrick Mahomes can't help but chuckle, and for a second, the tension breaks. But beneath the humor, there's a new reality for Kelce. Life with Taylor Swift has brought not just joy, but the kind of scrutiny and attention few can imagine. Once a football hero, now his every move draws global headlines, every gesture becomes the subject of speculation, and the camera flashes follow him beyond the gridiron and into the depths of daily life. He admits, with a candidness that wins over the room, that the spotlight is brighter than ever, the world's eyes sharper, the questions more personal, and the pressure to perform, both as an athlete and as a partner, has grown immense. He's learned to live life on a high, he says, meaning not just the adrenaline of the game, but the constant hum of attention, the relentless pace of public fascination, and the need to find peace and joy in the midst of that storm. Through it, All Chiefs coach Andy Reid stands firmly in Kelce's corner, quick to assure fans and critics alike that fame hasn't dulled his star tight end's hunger or discipline. Reid praises Kelce's work ethic, his relentless focus, his commitment to off-season workouts, and to the grind of the regular season. Despite the headlines and paparazzi, despite the stories about dinners in Paris and private jets to New York, Kelce's devotion to football, says Reid, remains unshakable. This is the Kelce that Kansas City knows, the one who brings the same drive to practice as he does to the biggest stage, the guy who keeps the locker room loose but never loses sight of the mission ahead. Off the field, the speculation swirls. Will Taylor appear at Neoquímica Arena for the big game? The NFL and Corinthians, who own the stadium, stay silent, but Brazilian broadcasters prepare for the possibility, sending extra crews and coordinating with security, just in case the pop Queen graces the stands. It's the kind of feverish anticipation that has followed Kelce and Swift since their relationship went public. Each NFL game she attends, drawing new waves of fans, a collision of music and sport on a grand scale. The engagement itself celebrated. Publicly at a college football game between Nebraska and Cincinnati at Arrowhead Stadium marked a new phase for both stars. And for Kelce, the priorities are clear. Love, yes, but football first. He speaks about the challenge and excitement of taking the NFL global, the thrill of playing before international crowds, and the satisfaction in knowing the Chiefs are building a following in Brazil and beyond, even as his private life becomes tabloid fodder. Subscribe for more updates on the world's hottest sports stories. But beneath the surface, the challenges that come with engagement are real, and Kelce, ever forthright, doesn't shy away from them. There's the balancing act of maintaining a private relationship under a public microscope, the constant need to carve out time for each other amid demanding schedules and long travel days, and the pressure to meet not just each other's expectations, but those of millions of fans. Suddenly, date nights require security details, simple outings can spark media frenzies, and every interaction, be it a glance or a gesture, can be dissected by strangers. Friends and family, too, are swept into the glare, their privacy sometimes collateral in the couple's public story. Then there's the merging of two worlds, her global tours, his grueling NFL calendar, the logistics of finding time and space to simply be together. Kelce alludes to these new complexities with a smile, acknowledging that love at this level is at once thrilling and challenging, a test of patience, adaptability, and rock-solid communication. The engagement brings moments of joy that are private and precious, but also exposes vulnerabilities, as every misstep or offhand comment can become fuel for headlines or social media debates. There's the challenge of supporting each other's dreams while maintaining one's own identity, of celebrating together during victories and leaning on each other during defeats, of building a partnership that can withstand not just the highs of fame, but the lows that inevitably follow. Kelce, who's always thrived under pressure, now faces a new kind of scrutiny, where his words and actions carry weight beyond the locker room, where his relationship becomes a mirror for fans to project their hopes and fantasies. He handles it as ever with humor and grace, deflecting with a quip or a wink. But the stakes are higher, the spotlight hotter, and the need for authenticity never greater. The swirling rumors about Taylor's possible attendance in Brazil add another layer to the narrative, fueling speculation and excitement among fans who hope to catch a glimpse of the couple together, to witness firsthand the intersection of pop culture and sports royalty. For Kelce, though, the focus remains steadfast: the game, the team, the pursuit of another championship. He talks about the responsibility of representing the Chiefs on an international stage, about the importance of connecting with fans around the world, and about the pride he feels in being part of a franchise that continues to set the standard for excellence. Even as his personal life becomes headline news, he remains grounded in the routines and rituals that have brought him success, trusting in the process and in the people around him. Subscribe for more exclusive stories from inside the NFL and beyond. But as anyone who's ever been engaged knows, the journey is as much about navigating the mundane as it is about celebrating the milestones. There are decisions to be made about wedding plans, family gatherings, and the blending of traditions, each choice carrying its own weight and significance. For Kelce and Swift, these decisions play out on a global stage, every detail scrutinized, every rumor amplified. There's the challenge of keeping some moments sacred, of drawing boundaries with the media and with fans, of protecting the intimacy and authenticity of their relationship in a world that demands constant access. Kelce's humility and sense of humor serve him well here, helping him to deflect pressure and maintain perspective, even as the noise around him grows louder. He talks about the importance of the little things: shared meals, inside jokes, quiet moments away from the cameras that help keep the relationship strong, and about the value of surrounding themselves with friends and family who remind them of who they are, not just who the world wants them to be. The challenges of engagement, after all, are universal. Learning to compromise, to communicate openly, to support each other's ambitions while forging a shared path forward. For Kelce, these lessons are learned under the harshest of spotlights, but they're lessons nonetheless, and he approaches them with the same intensity and passion that have defined his career. The press conference in São Paulo serves as a microcosm of this new reality: the playful banter, the probing questions, the underlying current of expectation and excitement.